previously on Voice of Art.
There's an octopus face guy. I don't know if you see him around.
I write GATS, G.A.T.S. I've been doing graffiti my whole life.
I never honestly, before I really met him, I never considered myself an artist.
I brought Miguel in on it because he's a lyricist and musician that I really respect.
We need to make the streets a conversation, which means that we have to be writing the things that we believe on everything.
Graffiti is the only medium that's completely uncensored.
It's inevitable that people are going to try to reclaim some of the space in their own environment.
My name's Ryan. I started notmygovernment.com and I created the Start Pig campaign. Cops, you think they're the good guys. They're protecting the people. They honestly believe that. I don't. I think they're doing the opposite of that. I know when I see cops, try not to get pulled over, talk to them, you know? I don't want to get confronted because you never know. They could just put a bullet in your head and they'll get away with it. The Oscar Grant shooting happened on New Year's and all I can see happen was he was drunk and the cops didn't like him being drunk on BART. And you get handcuffed and shot in the back.
Let him go! What the fuck?
Videotaped and you get 2 fucking years and people were pissed off.
They didn't arrest that cop until we rioted in Oakland. The police murder people all the time in Oakland. The police have only been held accountable for some of the murders because of the advancement of technology and everyone having a video camera on their phone. And I feel like it still doesn't have that much of effect. It's just now we can physically see it.
I have a lot of friends that have been robbed. I have one friend that got shot. I've never heard of the person getting caught, ever. But the Oakland Police Department has a sound cannon. I have no fucking clue how much that could possibly cost. But in a place where we're constantly told we have no money, shooting shotguns at people, flashbang grenades, tear gas, all this shit costs money. We feel when there's less money. If all this money is going to this, it kind of stands to reason, and my house gets broken into. If I call the cops, why they barely even pretend that they're gonna do something. The police department in Oakland does a lot to mute the problems in Oakland.
The Occupy movement is just everyone I know. The anarchists, the graffiti writers, the liberals, the hippies, our co-workers, our family members. It's my entire community. Then they put the label of Occupy movement on it. And that's what the Occupy movement is. It's the same comrades that were struggling together through the Oscar Grant riots and through all the protests leading up to the Occupy movement.
Honestly, when I first heard about Occupy Oakland, I thought it was a bunch of like kind of wingnut hippies doing some crazy shit. Well, what I saw when I got there was a solution. People that were incredibly impoverished being fed every day. People that have nowhere to stay, all hanging out together, being fed, given clothes and medical attention, and really more than anything, fostering a sense of community. It was something that was incredibly beautiful, and I had to admit to myself that I had misjudged the whole movement. When I saw that that was met with tear gas and people getting hit with batons and arrested and thrown in jail, that's when I realized how important that was. And what they had said it was because of health issues. It was unsanitary.
We also need you to maintain healthy and safe conditions wherever you gather. We're asking you again not to camp overnight. Frank Gallo Plaza is open for free speech activities between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m.
Well, unsanitary compared to what? Compared to having no fucking tent? Compared to not having anywhere to live? Unsanitary for who? Like, unsafe for who? This is probably the first time these people have felt safe in years.
Land anymore. It's all of our land, and we have the right to be here to occupy this land.
I didn't buy it was unsafe. It got unsafe when they started shooting off shotguns at people.
I saw the police shooting directly at people. I saw them come around the corner like gangsters, just firing at the crowd while they were running sideways, you know? And it was just crazy. It is just the beginning of what will be a movement that becomes a radical militant labor movement.
Occupation's here to stay!
One morning, I called my friend up, and he didn't answer the phone. And so I called my other friend up, and they didn't answer the phone. And I called another friend, and another friend, and another friend, and no one was picking up. And that day I realized I had to go pick up all of my friends and everyone I knew from jail. They were trying to make us afraid to organize. We found a community, and we came together as a family, and we know that we can defend each other and stand up without having to be scared, and knowing that if we get arrested, there's going to be someone to pick us up from jail. There's going to be someone to throw a benefit show to help us pay off our fines.
We were claiming our space. The same way that when you write your name on a wall, we're reclaiming the city for our own. So what me and GATS are going to do is take a poem that I've written and put it all throughout the city to basically let everybody who's there know what we already know, which is this fucking city is ours. This is our home. This is our place, and we're taking it back. GATS is an incredibly talented artist, but he's got to write all these different letters in a place that he has to like break into, climbing over fences, fucking barbed wire, climbing under shit, just like everything. You can go to jail the first night. Everything can go wrong doing graffiti. It's incredible. But if this works out, if every fucking single thing that can go wrong doesn't, it's gonna be a giant, beautiful art installation that the city fucking needs, followed by a beautiful, fucking amazing party that the city wants. This is worth it if we affect anybody. And if this shit pops off the way like we want it to, it will totally affect a shit ton of people.
Next time on Voice of Art.
And I'll be glad to see my friends. I'll ride my bike to the art gallery while there's a war next door. While there's